everyone, welcome back to our channel. I am Anessa and this is
George,
and we are
ARG.
So we've been gone. Well, we haven't been gone, but we haven't done a video together in a while, and yeah, we're going to get okay, we are going to be doing a little story time together again. If you guys haven't checked out our last story time, make sure you go ahead and check that out. We're going to have it linked down below. And that's the story time about how we met. And this is a story time of how we told our parents
that she was pregnant.
that I was pregnant. That I am pregnant. Surprise! Just fucking kidding. I'm not pregnant. Anyways.
Okay. Wow. I think this was probably one of the hardest
stories. Well, not stories, but like things to tell.
Another hard thing. Yeah, like one of the biggest things that probably someone gets worried to tell their parents because they're scared that they're going to kick them out, that they're going to hit them, that they're going to do this. But, you know, we managed to do it. And so can you.
Yes. Anyways, so this story time took place in January because duh, that's when I found out that I was pregnant. And so let's just say how I found out that I was pregnant so then you guys could understand how I told my mom. So basically, I was feeling symptoms and I thought it was a pregnancy scare because I previously had other pregnancy scares, so I was just like, no, like I'm not pregnant, I'm not even gonna worry about it. So that one freaking time I was getting really bad back pains, like cramps but on my back, and then I was getting like cramps down there also, but I had my period. TMI, I know, TMI. But I had my period and I was like, no, like it's another like pregnancy scare. I don't know what the hell is going on with my body. And so after that, I looked it up online and all of the symptoms that were right there are the symptoms that I had, and I was like, damn, like I'm probably pregnant. And so I asked some guy, he was my friend, I asked some guy to get me a pregnancy test because if I got one, my mom would like, oh, kill me. And so I asked him to get me a pregnancy test, and then the next day he came with a pregnancy test. He gave it to me, but I did not want to take it in school, so I took it. Now this is going to be a little hard to explain. My mom had a shop, but if you guys understand, then great. My mom had a shop and I was going to cover for her that day because she had something to do. And long story short, well, she was going to leave, and so I said bye. She was already leaving, and I went into the restroom. I got the pregnancy test. I took it, and you're supposed to you're supposed to wait like 3 minutes. And so while I was picking up my pants, you know, like I was like, okay, 3 minutes, and I look up and the pregnancy test is right there. We have it, don't we?
Yeah.
So, hey, we keep it in this album. So, this was a pregnancy test. The things are kind of faded now, but I can't really, I don't know if you can see. Okay, anyways, if you guys can see the 2 lines, those 2 lines were burgundy. They were burgundy.
Yeah,
like not even red, not even a light red, nothing. They were burgundy.
They meant that she was pregnant as fuck.
Glad that the freaking test didn't say, girl, you're pregnant as fuck. I don't even know why the hell you have to be taking one. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, so all of a sudden I hear my mom knock on the door and she's like, I'm leaving. And I was like, yeah, mom, I thought I told you bye. And so she's like, okay, I'm leaving. And she said it like twice. And I was like, okay, like that was kind of weird. But I had peed my pants. No, I did not pee like on them like accidentally or anything like that. But like the pee where I had the container, you know, to put the pregnancy test thingy, whatever, kind of spilled on me. So with that being said, my pants were full of piss. So I was not going to cover for my mom smelling like pee. But anyways, so I come out and I show her the pregnancy test, And she's like, what is that? And I was like, look at it. And she's like, what is it? And I was like, it's a pregnancy test. And she was like, oh, like, you took this right now. And I was like, yeah. And so she started crying and she gave me a hug. Aww. Anyways, she was like, I knew this was gonna happen. And don't think just because she gave me a hug meant she was happy for me. Hell no. She was disappointed, upset. Se la llevó la chingada. Just kidding. Yeah, she was upset, very disappointed. So, estaba que se la llevaba la chingada. Anyways, oh, disclaimer. I did get a comment saying wet bag ass. I'm pretty sure they meant to say wet back or something like that. You know, not wet bag. Or is it wet bag?
Wet bag.
Back?
Yeah, back.
Yeah. Well, I got a comment wet bag, like bolsa. Okay, I'm sorry, but if I'm speaking Spanish and you don't understand, like, yo hablo español, fuck out of here. Like, you don't need to comment wet bag, especially you're calling me a wet bag and do not know how to spell it. It's wet back, like back it up, that type of back, not a freaking bag like purse. Hey, no. Yeah. And I wanted to comment back, but I was like, should I not? And then when I was going to comment back, the comment was gone. So just letting y'all know, I do speak Spanish, and it is preferable to speak 2 languages up in here, up in America. Cool. So anyways, yeah. So I told my mom, she was disappointed, and she was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna tell his mom. And I was like, okay. And I told him, I was like, babe, my mom's gonna tell your mom. And what did you say?
No, hold on. Hold on. Let me just back it up to my side of the story. So it was after school, and after school...
Oh yeah, I texted him because he had weight room. And I texted him, and I was like, babe, guess what? I'm pregnant. And he was like, oh.
Hold on. Let me just know part of the story. Alright, so...
That is how the story went.
Okay. So, you know, after school, I would go work out with my boys in the
oh my
in the
God,
weight
that's
room.
What you had to add?
Hold on. Is that the my side of the story? You know.
Well, my boys in the weight room. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we were in there getting yoked up, getting big.
Egg yolk?
No, not egg yolk. You know, we're just getting big, working out. You know, and then so we would finish like around 4 or 5 o'clock, right? Around the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, we finished around that time. And then, you know, at the time I had a little phone, like little
Obama phone.
little Obama phone. You know, shout out. Alright.
Oh my God.
And well, I seen that I had a text, and so I opened it, and it said, "Babe, I'm pregnant." And I was like, in my head, I was like, I was shocked, I was happy, and I was just scared, like, about what my mom, my brother would do, like, you know. And then I was like so shocked that I was just like, oh. And then she told me that her mom was gonna call my mom, and I was like, no. I was like, no, please don't. You know, I was begging her. I was like, don't tell her. I was like,
it's not my choice. Like, she wants to tell her.
You know, and then after that, at the time my mom was at work, and you know, I got home. Oh no, she was already home from work, and I got home, and she was cooking, and I ate, and I was just laying in bed, and around 9 o'clock, she got a call from her mom.
It was around 9 o'clock. Oh.
Like, she got a call from her mom, and her mom was like, I guess told her that they had to go. We had to go talk about something. She didn't say specifically what. And on the whole ride there, you know, my mom was like, "Oh, come on, get ready." And I was just scared because I was like, "Oh, where are we going?" She's like, "Oh, we have to go somewhere." And then I was like,
I feel like your mom kind of had an idea.
Yeah, she did, because my mom had an idea. I feel like because she was on the way to McDonald's, because that's where we met up. She was like, I hope it's not what I think it is. And she's like, if it is, I'm not gonna help you out. You know, she was just being like so. She was just mad and stuff. And so we got there, and
I wasn't there.
All right, so
they didn't take me.
They didn't take her. I was expecting to see her because we weren't able to see each other.
Yeah, we were kind of grounded for like a month by both of our moms. Yeah, my mom grounded me and his mom grounded him. We couldn't see each other for like a month or two. No, it was 3 months. But we ended up seeing each other because of the baby. So we ended up seeing each other like around February, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and so after that, we got off the car. We seen her mom, and I seen her mom and her mom's boyfriend there, or her husband, fiance, and they were sitting down. And like in my head, I was just losing it. I was like, dang. I was like, this is like my mom's gonna find out. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get my ass beat by my mom.
So
I was like, shit.
My plan was to tell my mom when I was around like 3 or 6 months, and just be like, surprise, like I have a baby, mom. But it did not work like that.
No. All right. And so we got there and we sat down, and my mom and her mom were like, they offered us like if we wanted to buy something. We were like, no, or anything. And then her mom was like, oh, well, that Anissa's pregnant.
She told you like right then and there,
Yeah,
like
she
that.
Was like, oh, Anissa's pregnant. And then they looked at me like, oh, what are you gonna do? And I was like, oh, well, I'm obviously gonna take responsibility. I'm gonna be, I had to start working more now. I had to start.
Provide.
I had to provide.
And he has.
And yeah, but after that, they were just asking me questions like if I didn't know what I was gonna do. But I obviously had the answers to all the questions that they asked me, which I felt like her mom doubted me in a way, kind of, because I was still young, and I'm still young. But
everyone doubted us, honestly. Everyone would be like, oh, you guys don't know what you guys are doing. Like, you guys are gonna, what would they say? Like, you guys don't know what it is like to have a baby. And, it's like, what are you guys gonna do? How are you guys gonna work? How are you guys gonna feed your baby? Like,
just
yeah,
comments,
just
like comments that would just try to bring us down.
And, well, we're here. We may not have the biggest house or not even an apartment, but we do have like a back house, like back studio type of thing. And we give our rent, like right now it is the 30th and we already have our rent money. We always give our rent like days before, maybe even a week before. And we buy groceries on our own. We feed the baby, like if he runs out of milk, we buy him milk.
We do get help from her mom and my mom. Like, both of our families do help us and everything. And that's our little young one over there.
Bless you.
Bless you, Papa. And, well, we just, we do get help from many people, but although it's not like help as in financial wise that we need we need to have a lot of money, like, oh, we need money for this, we need money for that. It's like little things. But
yeah,
and after we left McDonald's, I got in the car back with my mom. My mom called. My mom was like, she was just quiet, and I was quiet, and I was like, in my head I was just thinking, I was like, shit, what the hell am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And after that, my mom was telling me all this shit. She was just telling me like, oh, she's like, I'm not gonna help you out. You're gonna be on your own. You're not gonna have any support from me.
Yeah.
And she was just like telling me like negative things that were just like why are you telling me this? Like, I thought although it already happened, you should kind of be positive. But I understood she was mad and everything. But
And then she smacked the shit out of
after
him.
we were like about, hold on, like we were about to get to my house, and she was just telling me all that stuff, and then she ended up just like, she was driving, I'm her, and then she's me, and then,
fuck you, I'll be her.
And then she ended up just going like that, started smacking me, started swinging on me, and I couldn't do anything. Because, so I wasn't just gonna freaking try to block her punches, but I just took the hits.
Punch her back.
And so,
I'm just kidding.
And so I just got out the car. When she got out the car, I just stood outside. I waited till she got in, and I was just so mad. I was just so mad because I was like, all the negatives that she was telling me got to me, and I just ended up like I started punching the wall because I guess that was just me. I just like to punch walls because when I'm mad, because I feel like if I punch wooden walls, they'll break. So I prefer to punch brick walls so that they don't mess up, and I have to pay something that I don't want to pay. Anyways, but Yeah, I ended up just
Yeah.
staying outside, and then the next day I had to go to work, and I wrote my mom a letter. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be looking for an apartment. I'm gonna move out. You don't have to be provided for me. You don't have to be paying anything for me. And I was like, I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry for disappointing you. And I was like, but you don't have to worry about me anymore. So.
And she still does. She still cares for him.
Yeah, like, she calls me, she checks up on me, she makes sure that we've eaten, like, she asks us where we're at.
Yeah, obviously.
But
my mom was also like the same thing. She was like, I'm not even going to provide this and that. But after a while, she would go see the ultrasounds with me, and she'd be like, oh, I cannot wait to buy her, because my mom thought it was going to be a girl. I can't wait to buy her dresses, and the camera actually died, so we had to cut it off. And we had to start recording again. But anyways, what I said in the previous, what I said a few minutes ago, or a few seconds ago, however you're watching this, well, that's enough said. Like, I'm not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna speak to it anymore, just, yeah. But anyways, if you guys haven't checked out we have 2 story times together, make sure you go ahead and check those out.
they'll be somewhere on the screen, just so you guys know.
It could be here, or here, or here, or here, or here.
Or here, or here, or here.
Or here, or here. I'm just kidding. Alright then. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
We love you, and we appreciate every 58 subscribers that we have, if we still have 58.
Like, subscribe, share, please.
Like, comment, subscribe, and please share with a friend. We love you guys. I already said that twice, just so you guys know how much I love you.
Alright then. Well,